Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Jackie, aka Jax Just Happened, here on the internet, and I hope you had a fantastic, wonderful, awesome sauce day. So, you see the title, you know what's about to happen. I'm about to talk you through my June/May favorites, because I usually clump the 2 months together, because if I did it every month, then there wouldn't be that much to talk about, because I don't really change my routine that much, like month to month, unless it's like books or music taste. So, yeah. Anyway, let's just jump right in. So the first couple things I want to talk about are movie and TV related. The first one is Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I believe I've talked about this multiple times in the past. It's amazing. Go see it. You'll probably not be disappointed. I really enjoyed it. A lot of people have enjoyed it. A lot of people say Baby Groot's overrated. Don't listen to them because he's adorable. And also, the soundtrack is freaking amazing. Not that that surprises anyone really because the first movie soundtrack was so good. But yeah. Go see it. The next one that I want to talk about is the movie Logan, and that is the Wolverine solo movie. I believe I talked about it before, but I would talk about it again. It's so good. It's dark. It's beautiful. It's everything you want in a solo Wolverine movie, in my opinion, and the chemistry between the characters is great. So, would recommend that for sure. The next two things I want to talk about are Netflix shows, / were on TV shows, but I watched them on Netflix. Anyway, the first one is Riverdale. Can't wait for season 2. It's really good. It's so dramatic, but like, it's okay because Bughead is life. Also, Jughead is my favorite character, and the ending scene is going to cause some situations, if you know what I mean. But yeah, would highly recommend that show because it's really good. Also, season 2 is coming out in October, which is so exciting! So, yeah. And the last TV movie thing that I want to talk about is a show called Reign. It's about princesses and queens, and it's based in like the 1400s, I believe, and it's dramatic as all heck, but it's one of those shows where like once I'm watching it, I like don't want to stop watching it. So yeah, I would recommend that if you're interested in that, and there are 4 seasons available on Netflix right now, so that's super exciting. Let's move on to some music. The first song I want to talk about is I'm the One by DJ Khaled featuring a bunch of other people. I don't know, it's a pretty great song. I mean, it's not lyrically awesome, but it's a jam for sure. So Halsey came out with an album recently, and it is called Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. I might be seeing her in November because of it. What? Who said that? And the album is amazing. Like, I love every single song. I think my favorite songs are as follows: Good Morning, just because it's very creepy and I'm into it. Lie, Walls Could Talk, and Strangers. Those are like my favorite songs off the album, but I like every song on the album, which is pretty rare because sometimes, you know, there's that one song that we don't really talk about. But yeah, would recommend Halsey's new album, Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. Another album that came out actually on my birthday, which is kind of cool, is AJR's album, The Click. I've talked about AJR in the past, and they came out with the album, and it's like really good. My favorite song is Sober Up, but it's like all really good, so would recommend that one as well. There's a couple songs that take a little bit to get into, but overall that album is pretty great. Liam Payne came out with the song Strip That Down. My sister has been playing it a lot, and by default, I've been listening to it a lot, and it's really enjoyable, so check it out if you haven't. So as you know, I kind of like musicals. Personally, Wicked is my all-time favorite. Hamilton, though, is creeping up there. And recently, I was watching some Thomas Sanders, as you do, because he's hilarious, and I came across one of his videos where he was doing a cover with Jodie and Ben J. Pierce, and they were singing Waving Through a Window. And I was like, what's that about? And I really enjoyed their cover of it, so I decided to look up what it came from, and it came from the musical Dear Evan Hansen, which is devastating and sad, but beautiful all in the same right, as are most things that I enjoy. And, yeah, that's a great musical if you're interested in that kind of thing. Waving Through the Window is like the most popular song, I would say, from it, but they're all like that opening song, though, is hilarious. So if you know what I'm talking about, let's have a chat in the comments below. And yeah, would recommend that musical if you're into that sort of thing. Okay, so next I want to talk about some clothes that I've gotten in the last couple of months that I really enjoyed. And the first one is this shirt that I'm wearing right now. I ordered it off of Amazon, and this is actually the second time I've ordered this shirt. And if you don't know, this is the, like, uniform of the people that go to Camp Half-Blood, which is from the Percy Jackson series. And I need it for a costume, but I wanted it for me. And I used to have it a long time ago, but then I got a hold and it like disintegrated because I wore it all the time. So I got it again and now I'm like real happy about it. Next shirt is this Pusheen shirt that says whatever with the cat with sunglasses. There is a GIF, whatever, that is of Pusheen eating sushi, and that GIF, whatever, however you say it, is like actually me. And then when I saw this shirt with my sister at the mall the other day, I'm like, I have to have this because Pusheen is one of my favorite internet cats, second to Grumpy Cat. But yeah, and it's super soft and like you can't wait to wear it. I'm probably gonna spill all over this because it's a white shirt, but whatever, it'll be cute for like a second. And the next shirt I want to talk about is this Big Hero 6 shirt. That is probably my favorite Disney movie at the moment, and I don't know. I really wanted a shirt, and I found this one at the same store that I found the whatever shirt at. And I'm really excited to wear this because it's so cute, and Baymax is the babe of all babes, in my opinion. That's kind of weird to say about a robot, but whatever. Also, the story is cute. So if you haven't seen Big Hero 6, I also recommend you check that out because it's so good. Recently, my family has been going through a lot of photo albums because of moving purposes or just like decluttering and whatever. I've really been enjoying looking through old photo albums because it's cool to see what it was like and how it is now, just because, I don't know, taking pictures of how your family grows is kind of cool. Next thing I want to talk about is this. So one of my best friends, Abby, got me this for my birthday. First of all, it comes with this really cute mug that says "Go with the flow," which is awesome. And then it comes with this little thing which you can put tea into, and then you put it in your cup, and it's called a manatee. How freaking cute is that? I don't know. I'm gonna have to start drinking tea now. Thanks, Abby, again. And I just think it's really cute because it's a manatee. I don't know if you guys know this, but this used to be my favorite animal before, you know, giraffes and owls came along. This is my third favorite animal. So, yeah. Get it? Manatee. T-E-A. Not T-E-E. Alright, let's get into books, because I know it's what you've all been waiting for. So, I've talked about this book before, but I recently reread it because I was in between series and didn't really know what I wanted to read. So, I decided to reread Tell Me Three Things by Julie Brucksban, whatever. It's so good. I talked about this before. It's like anonymous communications meets tragedy meets love story, and it's pretty great, I'd say. I recently recommended this to a friend because she asked me, she was like, hey, you got any book recommendations? And I'm like, ooh girl, do I? So I recommended this one to her because it is so good. It's kind of lighthearted but also dark at the same time because, you know, it's how humans are. And yeah, I truly really enjoy it. I think I talked about this back in February. So yeah, I did reread this within the last 6 months of having it. So that's how you know it's good. Okay, so the next book I want to talk about is Your Voice Is All I Hear by Leah Schneider. Sheer? I don't know. This book is like the definition of beautifully tragic because it's been a long time since a book has genuinely like made me cry and like stare at a wall for like 30 minutes because I didn't know what to do after I finished reading it. This one definitely did that to me. It took me like 3 days to come to the conclusion that I actually liked it because it broke my heart so much. But it is so good in the way it tells its devastating tale, and yeah, it's about love and mental illness, so be warned, but it is so good. The story, not the mental illness part. Okay, so the next book I want to talk about is actually a library book, but I actually have it this time. I didn't turn it in before talking about it. And this is called The Anatomy of a Misfit by Andrea Portes, I believe is how you say her name. And it is so good. It's tragic, it's awful, but it's beautiful all at the same time. And I don't know, I really enjoy it. The metaphors are great, and yeah, would recommend this. I read this in a day after I checked it out, and yeah, so it's a pretty easy read, I would say. The font's really big, which is nice. So yeah, would recommend that. And the last thing I want to talk about in books and overall is the Lunar Chronicles. I gotta lift them up. No, what happened? I ripped the cover. Ah! So this series is a 4-book series, 6 with the 2 side stories, but I only have 5 of them. I haven't read The Fairest of Them All, which is the side story about the queen, but that is on my list to read. Anyway, so these 4 books, my sad cover that I ripped, is so good. It's a very fun read. I read this as fast as I could because I really enjoyed it. And yeah, it's kind of long, but it's enjoyable nonetheless. So yeah, I recommend this. It's kind of like fairy tales meet dystopia. So yeah, it's a really good time. So would recommend Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Mayer. So good series. Those are all the favorites that I've had these last couple of months. I hope you enjoyed watching me talk you through my favorites. If you did, you know what to do and you like something. Give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you have liked anything these past couple months and want to share it. And while you're down there, click that red subscribe button down below to become an official Jackster because it's a cool name and it's free. Click on the respective areas on the screen right now to see last week's video and a surprise video, and as for always, they'll be linked in the description box below if you would like to check them out that way. I hope you have a fantastic life until I see you again, and remember, just be you. See ya!